Hey, honey.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, everybody. I'm Fen.
I'm Laura.
And this is Recipe Roulette, a cooking show where we...
Choose a cookbook, open to a page at random, and we make what it says.
And tonight we're making...
lemon poppy seed bread. And this comes from the Ultimate Bread Machine Cookbook. Kind of modifying because we don't have a bread machine,
Yeah.
but
I know what I'm doing with bread. I've been baking bread since I was like... Well, I've been helping my mom bake bread since I was old enough to wrap my legs around the bread machine, so... Well, not bread machine, the dough machine. You know what I'm talking about. I'm going to show you in a minute. Alright, let's go and look at the ingredients.
okay, so for the ingredients for your lemon poppy seed bread, we got 2 cups of flour, 1.5 teaspoons of yeast, got the zest from 1 lemon, the juice from half a lemon, 4 tablespoons of sugar.
I thought you said teaspoons.
You're right. It's teaspoons. 4 teaspoons of sugar. Let's see, where are we? 1 egg. Tried to do this memorizing, but yeah, it didn't work. Let's see, a teaspoon of poppy seeds. See right there too. 2 teaspoons of butter, and if you're like me and you measure butter based on the divided lines where it's like marked up by tablespoons, 2 teaspoons would be 2/3 of the way to one of those little chunked dividing lines. So, little tip there. Also, this is salted butter. If you're using non-salted butter, you're going to want to put in 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. We also have 1/4 cup of scalded milk and 1/4 cup of warm water. Okay, let's put this together.
Alright, so if you had a handy-dandy bread machine, it's probably... You just dump all this stuff in, hit the small loaf setting, and call it a day. But we don't have one of those bread machines down here. So, sadly, like my walk, they're both up in Maine. But planning on getting up there this summer, so probably have the wok, probably won't have the bread machine. That's why I got my Amish bread machine to put this together with. So first up, I'm going to start off by dumping in my sugar and my hot water, along with my scalded milk. Basically just put that just so I can get the bottom of the frothing pitcher warm. I'm going to put in my yeast. And I'm just going to give that a little swirl around. Get that yeast all nice and hydrated. Now you don't want to have your milk and your water be too hot, or else that's going to kill off your yeast. I'm just going to set this over to the side for a second while I incorporate my poppy seeds into my flour. Get the dry ingredients a little mixed up here. I'll also put in my semi-dry ingredients. Get my lemon zest in here. Just get that mixed up a little bit so we don't have any big clumps of lemon and poppy seed when we put the dry ingredients in. Once we give them the yeast a little time to wake up. Also, while I'm at it, I'm going to crack my egg into my lemon. A little fork. Beat up in there. So I'm going to give this yeast just about probably about 5 minutes just to sit here so it can proof. Then it's dump everything in, and I'm just going to crank this Amish bread machine until I get my dough all nice and incorporated, and I'll be back to show you the next step. So you like our bread machine?
Yeah, I think it's cooler than an electric one.
Okay, why?
Well, in case it also works in the event of the zombie apocalypse, or, you know, other types of apocalypses. Wait, what's the plural of apocalypse? Is it apocalypse or apocalypses?
Well, an apocalypse is the end of the world. So the end of multiple worlds. It's a crisis on infinite Earths.
But, yeah, makes
And
sense.
it's a crisis on infinite Earths.
Okay.
DC Comics, you know, when they had their big multiverse destruction of all the worlds were having an apocalypse at the same time, it was the crisis on infinite Earths. Although apocalypse does sound good.
I like apocalypse.
I like crisis on infinite Earths.
Okay.
So I just realized, as I was putting the eggs in, that I forgot to put the butter in. I'm just using that residual heat and stirring around just to get that butter to melt. Now I'm going to add in my dry ingredients. And get this all mixed up, get more of my wet. Alright, and we'll just get this mixed up, and then I'll be ready to show you the next step. Alright, so I've grabbed a loaf pan, gave it a little greasing with some butter. Just going to grab my dough, just kind of spread it out in here. Nice and uniform. And then I'm going to grab a cloth. And I'm just going to give this a little cover up, a little tuck in. Not too tightly, give it some room to raise. I'm going to let this sit out here on the cutting board for about 30 minutes or until it's doubled in size. And then we're ready to bake. Alright, bread has raised up. I got it sitting here in the oven. Oven set for 350 degrees, and I put my timer on for 45 minutes. And we'll be back for the first bite. Alright, time for the first bite.
Needs butter.
Yeah. Yeah. Good overall.
Yep. It's nice. It's not too sweet.
No. I like it. Then again, I love lemon poppy seed. Everything. So.
Yeah. It's a little dry for my taste, so I think a nice little drizzle of butter. Be excellent.
Alright, next week we're going to be using the plant-based air fryer cookbook. And
Stop.
I don't think we've done this one before.
Well, that's good.
Black bean burger?
We have not. I was just thinking it'd be nice to make a black bean burger.
No, it would be nice to make some black bean burger.
Well, I guess we're making some black bean burgers then.
All right, well, we'll see you next week. Peace.
Bye, everybody. Hey, everybody. Thanks for staying till the end of the episode. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Follow us on Facebook at Board Barista Productions. And if you want to support us, Patreon link at the bottom.